No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here's Willis. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Juke. And he's in. Touchdown! These guys finish up an excellent opening series. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Could have been 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Allen comes out throwing. That's brought in by Calvin Ridley. And he gets in. Before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 38. Taken in by Smith. And that is a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a gain of 4 there. And that gives the Browns a first.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Another carry for him. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 13. Catch made over the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. This finds Smith. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. That's good for 7 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter. Browns in control of it. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it sets up 2nd down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Intended target was Calvin Ridley. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Again, Allen to the air. Escapes out to the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that gives the Browns a first. From the red zone now. Buys time, rolling right. Touchdown, Cleveland! Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns literally won up that opening touchdown drive, huh? As they take a 7-6 lead here. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Johnson now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. To throw, here's Willis. Escapes the pocket. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Trying to find his tight end. And now they face 2nd down.
A little bit of chaos, right? I mean, play breaks down, trying to find a connection and get on the same page, just couldn't do it. I'll tell you this, though, and what I do like is you live to play another down. You don't risk the interception, and you throw it out of bounds.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect. That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They're going for this. He's on the move. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Shovel pass complete. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
You could do a lot worse than a quick little shuffle give sometimes. I like that play. That shuffle pass just keeps the defense honest, keeps them guessing a little bit. Normally goes for positive yardage, and sometimes you're even able to surprise that defense entirely.
Brought in right side. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll run here on first down. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. This defensive battle has reached the 2-minute warning. The Browns looking for a bigger lead before the break. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now Allen rolling out to his left. And he has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns grow their lead just before halftime. Calvin Ridley with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a...
Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. Got it inside the 10. And he's in, so how about this? A throwback you almost never see anymore. The fake extra point works and extends their lead by 2. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Johnson with a return here. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Willis. It is cut left side. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Metcalf's got it, complete. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket can get even more aggressive.
And he will take this in. Touchdown! Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And his guys cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. He's going to field this at the 2. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And that'll put him up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Rolling left, buying some time. Thrown on the run. Oh, shouldn't have let that one go. It's intercepted. Sean Murphy bunting in to pick it off. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. That play's going to stand as we saw it. The penalty declined, and it's second down coming up. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Willis to throw it. Throw left side, complete. He's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 46. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Cooper to Gene in to pick it up. And the Browns take possession of the football. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, kid. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
On 1st down, Allen. He's got Smith. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Flush down now to his left. He's going to... Oh, he lost the football. Scooped up by the defense. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you'll see QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose, ball away from his body, and in prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
He's back to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 10. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Allen to throw. Getting out to his left. Now he takes it, and he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Stop made by Braden Fisk. All right, here we go, 2nd down. On the play action, buying some time, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up. Here's Allen. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Now that That is exactly how you drew it up at halftime defensively. Make a big play. On that money down, you got to cash in on third downs. They're going to be huge in this second half. Make sure you get yourself off the field in short order, which they did. And now you give some momentum to your offense when they get the ball back.
And on fourth down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Vacates quickly left side. He's on the move. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Tackle made by Jaron Reed. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. That one intended for Trey McBride. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing is Willis. Forced out to his right. He's running for it. He's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
He's got it to his running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. These guys grab the lead on their first series of the half. So that brought an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. He can run it. And they'll bring him down. The fake does not work.
You know, that's a call I'll see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone in the NFL, and for good reason. Even when you catch him off guard, the chances for success are extremely low. You can't do it.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back to throw now, Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. Taking a deep shot here. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, you're looking at a huge gain.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Complete beyond the marker. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Scott reels it in. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Browns. They'll come up 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That one's incomplete over the middle. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You've got to shake it off and keep on firing.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air. Allen escapes out to the left. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 4th quarter lead. Josh Allen the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. Butker with the extra point. And the Browns push their lead to 3. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. From his own end zone, here we go. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. To throw, here's Willis. Chased out to his right. Connects with Johnson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big completion for the rookie out of Colorado. It gets his guys a 1st. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. Willis now. Metcalf there to bring it in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Complete out to the right. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt. Defense just needs to hold them short. It's 4th and 7. Looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Throwing on the run, deep down that left side. Big gain downfield. One of their biggest plays in the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength.
And they take this in for the score. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return starts from the goal line. And his choice to leave the end zone going to cost him a small chunk here as he's out shy of that 25.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Cade. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
The rush gets home, and they stick it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. We've reached the 2-minute warning. Browns needing 4 points. Offense to the line for second down. Trying again following the sack. Try and push it deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Sean Murphy bunting in to pick it off. He pays the price for the interception. Big hit brings it into that return.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've got him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Flushed out of the pocket. Throwing on the run, deep down that left. It's complete. Oh, my. They left it wide open downfield. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Oh, there he goes. It's a fake. Cuts back to the middle. And I suspect it'll be a long time before they call a fake extra point again. That was a disaster. Never got close. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return starts from the goal line. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Allen setting up to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Allen looking to throw. Try and push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted.